Underpriest Brogni is finally done, or just about for most of us. We're on the final 2 days, so instead of making a recap for each of the next 2 days, I'm instead going to do one final recap for you guys. I want to break down the total energy that I had to use for this, the amount of gems, the chickens, the silver, the whole thing, so that you guys have a better model for the next ones to come. Of course, assuming they don't increase the difficulty again, but also quickly break down the true cost of this fusion. Three things to highlight before I jump into the bulk of this video. Number one, we're pretty much done with all the tournaments. Today we have a Fire Night tournament, which is good because I did say to finish your champion training tournament yesterday so you could farm some dungeons today and tomorrow to be able to finish the Dungeon Divers event. And as you will see right here, I'm pretty much on track to completing this, which means that technically I'll only get Fenshi tomorrow. That will leave me 2 extra days to finish ranking up this champion to level 40, then rank up to 5, and then leveling up to 50. All the other 3 are currently in the sparring pit. They're level 28. They're a little bit ascended. I did make a big mistake and I ended up spending my potions yesterday on Yoshi. I should not have done that, so I will have to farm some potions today, which means I technically do have to spend a little bit of gems or the rest of this saved up energy, which I was trying not to use because, like I said before, I'm trying to offset the energy I get from the content creator perks. So here we go with the plan. One last time, I moved the last fragments of Fenshi to tomorrow. I still have that one more day to complete that event, so there's no reason for me to rush this. I do today though have to farm some potions, like I just said, because I walked into this fusion, with enough of them. I really think that you cannot complete these fusions as free to play, and I mean like not spending gems on extra energy unless you have all those potions ready to go. All right, so that was a mistake on my part, but I'm not going to count that extra energy in there. We now have the total amount of silver. This again was somewhat just ranking up a bunch of different pieces to 16, not being extremely prepared for this, so this could be considerably less. For the third event, I did have to use one of the methods I talked about before, which was basically sort of like ranking up to level 8 and then selling on the high value sets. All right, so this is on the spreadsheet. Remember, you guys can go check this at any time. Then we had the total amount of shards that I would have used, but remember I did pull a Mordecai, so I ended up, or I would have spent, 60 ancient shards, 10 void shards, and 3 sacred shards. My mystery shards are going on about 500 total use. I didn't actually count those, but take my word for it. Then we have the fusions. I completed a Yoshi fusion during the Champion Chase tournament. I don't think this is going to happen again. I think they're really trying to limit the amount of free points we can generate with extra fusions, so I would say probably account for an extra sacred shard in here. As for the potions, it's this exact count. Again, you gotta have those before. And then we had the brews. Currently I've used about 153. I might use a couple more on the last day here or there, but shouldn't be too hard. And then for the chickens, I barely used any. I used only 1 rank 5 chicken so far because I had most of the food ready to go already. And in fact, I also already have 4 rank 4 champions to rank up the last champ, which is going to be Fenshi when I actually pull that guy. Then there's finally the total amount of energy, and here's what I found very interesting. The total amount is higher than what I had predicted we were going to get as free-to-play energy. And although this is the free-to-play energy, or the free stuff we all get, here's something else obviously that you get as you are doing this fusion. You're going to get the events and tournaments themselves. You have the Doom Tower, you have the activity chest. So what I've done is I noted all the extra energy I got each day, and I was able to backtrack and figure out how much extra energy I got from all that. So from the daily regeneration stuff and whatnot, this right here, we got about 16,000 energy. But then we had another whopping 2,000 energy just from those events, tournaments, activity chests, and whatnot. We also had about, or myself, an extra 700 energy from the Doom Tower, and finally about an extra 400 energy from the clan versus clan tournament. So if we add all of that up, it's about 19,000 energy, and that is pretty much what it cost me to complete all of this. So I'm going to say that once again, you do get enough energy if you are end game doing level 20 dungeons, doing your Doom Tower clan, if you're doing the whole thing. But that is exactly my point. What is the true cost of this fusion? The one thing we all give freely to this company, and that is time, our precious time, a whole lot of it, and it just keeps getting worse. I feel like every time we prove that we can complete this fusion as free to play, the bar seems to raise up, right? Since the beginning of the fusions 2 years ago when I first started and I saw Sir Nicholas, which was basically a joke of a fusion, then we had Foley, which wasn't also all that hard, but like they did start doing that sort of let's increase the difficulty of the last couple of events. Now that they're this deep into the fusion, of course they're going to want to try and complete it, and I feel like this keeps happening and happening and happening. I would really love to know in the comments below, after all this work, all this effort, how do you guys feel about the state of the game and the amount of things you have to do just to keep up? And if you do want to do this fusion as free to play, you literally have to do absolutely everything now, and it's been exhausting. At least it's been exhausting for me. I do think, sorry, somebody had said this is killing Raid in a sense because we just have too many things to do. So I want your feedback and we'll try to relay that to Raid to hope that they do something about it. But there you have it, guys. This is my true cost of this fusion. Just a ton of time, way more time than I've ever put into any other one, and I feel like, you know, maybe it's a little bit too much. Let me know what you think. I'll catch you guys later.